Welcome back to Mad Alice. Pardon my morning voice. Whew. So I'm still going through the backlog of podcasts that we've recorded and not not published yet. This is the last one, so we can start doing some fresh ones. I want to do a live too, but we'll see. Currently, it's just Mad Alice here. This episode will have Mr. Dent again and another guest. We're going to talk about absurd sex stories, and Mr. Dent likes to find news stories. This one isn't exactly about sex, but it's good. It stays within the category that I like. And he's been gone for a little over a week. I've had some other life things happen, which just made the week just ugh. But whatever, we're not going to get into that. He comes back today, so I'm super excited. It's been a long week, y'all. Anyway. Dead air, sorry. Pardon me. Dissociated for like a second or two. Life gets hard sometimes. It happens. It fucking happens. Anyway, not going into it. Not. Holy smoker talk. Wow. I have this week smoked so many fucking cigarettes. I'm like, I need to rein it back in. Drinking's under control. That's something, I guess, right? I'm not drinking my sorrows away. I'm sitting here drinking my morning coffee over at Mr. Dent's house, taking care of his little pussies. I need to go back to my home and take care of my own animals. But wanted to do an intro. I don't really have a topic for future stuff. I don't know if it's just right now because my brain is so full, but I want to get a list of things to talk about, and I want to get back into the more educating part of the podcasting like I intended. So if you have topics, I would love to hear them. I know some listeners follow me on FetLife. Some follow me on Instagram, and then others found me via, oh Lord, what's it called? I had a brain fart. OnlyFans. Oh, anyway, just message me and give me some topics. I know OnlyFans, I have it set where I have my fans have to pay to text me or message me. So those will be first since they have to pay to message me. Like, my account is free, and it just kind of filters out the crap messages that I get. Like, if you're messaging me, it's for content. You're actively looking to make it worth my time, and I follow through. So there's that. So yeah, just quick, like always, remember we talk about sex and with that, there's all sorts of disclaimers that I can put on here. Just know that this topic, I can't disclaim everything. So the topic is odd sex. We all know Mr. Dent says some wild things. Excuse me, I'm going to burp. Anyway, I'm back. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I haven't even drank yet. It's 9 a.m. Oh my God, calm the fuck down. So that's the disclaimer. The topic is odd sex, and we can cover all sorts of stuff. So there's any sort of trigger could possibly happen. I don't think that there's too much in this one. I listened to it last week and I made notes. Yeah. I do like the guests that we have on this time, and we kind of ended it kind of abruptly. So I will do a thing at the end because it's fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Welcome back to Mad Alice, and we're going to talk about sex and drugs.
Yeah!
Guess who's here?
Mr. Dent!
Mr. Dent.
Woo!
We're waiting on a phone call for some guest speakers.
No, they just call in, naturally. We never plan anything out on this show.
We do not plan anything out on this show. Did you make another one? I told you there was one sitting right there.
Of course, I made another one.
I
don't want to run out.
I made him a drink, and then he made
set the clocks back
ahead.
So I've got to stop the clock. I've already set it back, so by the time
It was
wake
ahead.
up tomorrow, it's going to be all fucked up.
It was ahead, not back.
Oh no, it's fall back.
Fuck if I know. I don't know.
Jiminy Christmas.
Hey, the phones do it for us now. I don't have to do jack shit. Except
Not
for
when you're running a Mad Alice clock.
the only thing I have to change is my coffee.
Gets complicated. So what are we talking about?
What are we talking about? You're the one that said press record. We're talking relationships, sex, and drugs.
I like sex and drugs. Let's do sex and drugs.
Oh, you don't want to talk relationship? All right, fine.
Well, why do you always want to talk about the mushy stuff?
Oh, shit.
We're losing.
I lost the phone. We're back. So, Mr. Dent's going to be gone for a few weeks. Mad Alice is sad.
Boo.
I'll be fine. I got a plan.
You'll be all right.
Be just fine. But then we were at the bar, and I went to go pee, and while I was sitting there, I was like, oh my God. Does that mean I can't watch Yellowstone for 2 fucking weeks?
We've been watching Yellowstone. Well, we watched 1883.
I stressed out more about not being able to watch Yellowstone than you actually being gone for 2 weeks. I think I'm doing good. Progress, right? Progress.
You can watch it as long as you take care of the cats.
I will take care of the cats.
You stroke my pussies.
I got you.
Twice a week, maybe. Scoop their litter box out. They're assholes.
Yeah.
And feed them a cup.
Yeah.
You know, of food every 2 days. They'll be all right.
Okay.
That'll be one purry, happy puss.
So we're dealing with that.
I was just texting
the group.
Mr. Butch.
Is that what he's going by?
I think so.
Okay.
But I almost wanted to ask him if he was retarded. But I think I'm going to punch in here, are you retarded? And we're about to find out.
Yeah.
And I have notes that we can talk about to
Fantastic.
see what might be interesting. to talk about? Oh, Rainbow Party.
Rainbow Party?
We heard this at the last time we was hanging out. Well, you can't say his name, I guess, but homeboy and his hot girlfriend. They were the ones that mentioned Rainbow Party.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
When we were hanging out
Where?
at your establishment
Okay,
that you work
gotcha.
at. And
Last night?
With,
Or not last night,
with
but Friday?
M, yeah, and KG.
We can't say that.
Not giving any names away. Nobody knows who that is. And it was, what are we going to call him? Mr. Beard. I like Mr. Beard.
Mr. Beard.
Mr. Beard.
Gotcha, I know who you're talking about.
And his hot girlfriend.
Okay, I wasn't present for the Rainbow Party.
You don't remember that?
I wasn't there.
I think you were. Because I remember laughing my fucking dick off about it. So what is a Rainbow Party? It is where you get a blowjob from multiple different girls wearing different colored lipsticks.
Well, that's fun.
I'm into this.
I'm sure you are.
That sure sounds fun, especially now that I have worn lipstick and I can see how you could have a multicolored cock
Yes.
with several girls wearing different lipsticks. I've learned so much. Ever since I went drag, I've learned so much.
You have.
I'm well educated now.
Oh, God.
I can rock 6-inch heels too, bitches.
Yes, you can. Yes, he can. I need my drink. So we've learned about rainbow parties. All right, that's fun.
Oh, I've got another one.
All right.
So I might have to actually call this guy and tell him about the podcast so we can have this conversation.
Okay.
So this particular individual lives in St. Louis. That's where he works. But he travels back and forth. He's kind of a remote worker, you know. He can get away with doing stuff. Now, we have a hunting cabin. So we all hang out and drink beers and shit. So he was telling us about, there was this sign that they had on the side of the freeway. And apparently it was if you're getting up there in age, if you're over 50, there's an exam system set up to where we can check your prostate, we can check your labs, we can do all the things that, you know, you worry about when you're over 50. And he says, well, what are we going to call this guy? We'll call him Renolds Rat. So Renolds Rat thinks, well, damn, I should probably do that. I haven't went to the doctor. I haven't done anything. I'm perfectly healthy. But I should go get myself checked out. So he calls the number. They make an appointment. He goes in. And he, when he was telling us this story, he goes, yeah, so I went in there. They were sticking me with needles. They were shoving their fingers up my ass. They were doing the whole 9 yards. And I really thought this was legit. 2 days later, I'm watching the news. And it turns out it was a big scam. It was some fucking scam to where they had people come in and they'd stick their fingers in your ass.
What the fuck?
Let's call them.
Okay, we have to pause so we don't have any names. Pause.
Okay.
All right, so we switched over to a different phone call. Go ahead.
Okay.
Say what we're doing, because I have no idea
So-
what we're doing.
Our mutual friend at the hunting cabin We're going to call him Reynolds Rap. I've been trying to call him to have him tell the story about the time that he was getting checked out for his, overage exam.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're the right person to tell this story because he's not answering.
He's probably in bed.
No, my God, it's only 8:25.
You said he was over 50, so he's probably in bed.
He goes to bed early.
Oh, that asswipe.
And here, Mr. Dent's over here calling him twice.
I called him twice. If
So
he calls
now
back, we're going to have to answer the phone.
All right, so we have now Senior Dent on the phone.
Senior Dent, yeah, your name's Senior Dent. I want you to tell a story because you tell it funny as shit. That's the first time I heard it before Reynolds Rap told us the story.
Hi, by the way, I'm Alice. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Alice. Glad to meet you. I'm, okay, yeah. Okay, so he would get off work and he would drive by this clinic, and it always said, get your physical. You need a physical. Get a physical. You know? So it just went on and on and on. Every day, like, man, I ought to get a physical. So it went on for about 2 months. I thought, you know what? I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get a physical. So he stopped in there and got a physical, and they did the whole ball of wax to him.
What does that?
What does that include?
What does that include?
Oh, they was sticking their finger in their ass, and they was fondling the ball sack and stuff. You know, the whole ball of wax. They went clear through it. And so he thought, well, there we go. I got my exam now. I feel better about it. So he said about a week later, he was eating his supper, watching the news. And it came on the news that it was all a big hoax deal, you know, a con artist.
Scam.
It was a big scam. Yeah, they was taking people's money.
Sticking fingers in their asses.
It was just a scam to.
None of them had any kind of credentials, and he's like, "Oh my God!" They was fondling my ball sack, fingering my ass. He said, "This son of a bitches wasn't even. They were nowhere near doctors." He said he felt like he was been what's that?
Violated.
Very violated.
They violated me.
They did. That is exactly what happened.
Oh God.
I wish he would have fucking answered the phone. Good God. But I knew you could tell the story better than I could.
Well, I'll tell you what, that would happen to me. I'd be pretty pissed, but I thought it was hilarious. It's hilarious.
You'd have had to have fucking laughed.
Fuck that. Laugh? No fucking way. I would have been violent.
I don't think I'd laugh that much.
I damn sure wouldn't have told nobody about it.
Since it happened to him, I think it's hilarious.
Don't spit your drink out.
It's all right. Happened to him. I don't know what happened to me.
Well, fuck, dude. When you were going through like all of your issues with you couldn't pee and all this stuff. How long did that take them? 10 years to figure out what was wrong with you?
It's 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I always heard all these stories. Like, I'm in there with this nurse, and she's like 25, sticking her fingers in my ass and everything. Oh, you had all kinds of good stories going through your prostate issues.
She had these 2 long cords, and she said, now I got to put one of them up your penis, and I got to put the other one in your ass. And they was like 2 feet long. I'm like, wait a minute.
They got to make a connection. They got to
She
connect
said,
through
"When
your
I get
penis
you
and your
all-
ass.
When I get you hooked up, then I want you to get on the commode and strain and try to go to the bathroom." I said, "How am I supposed to go to the bathroom with that thing in my
Things
dick?"
in my dick and in my ass.
She goes, "Oh, you can do it." So she got this
Was she hot?
thing on my. She had it all wrapped on my leg. And,
Was she hot?
and no, not really.
Oh.
But I mean, she had sensors all over for my heart and my head, and everything. And so
Full-blown
she got me over on
science.
the commode.
Full-blown science experiment at this point.
Well, it had me freaked out. I never been violated like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, okay, so she got me on a commode. And I'm strained, and I said, "What if I crap?" She goes, "You won't crap." She said, "Just keep on straining." I said, "All right." So I kept straining. Pretty soon I looked at her and I said, "Is there any pee down there in that thing?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, how much?" She goes, "Oh, probably 10 cc's.
10 cc's?
She goes, "Oh, you're doing great." I said, "That's great."
Hold
You
on.
gotta be kidding me.
Can we pause
She goes,
real
"Okay,
quick?
let's
Can
get
we
you
pause
back
real
on."
quick? Hold on. I want to pause real quick because when I was a kid, now, what are we calling him? Mr. Dent Senior or something?
Senior Dent.
Senior Dent. When I was a kid, we had to take a lot of long trips up to Iowa to be with the grandparents, right?
Right.
So Senior Dent happened to be a nurse at a hospital. So he had all these fucking things that we would take with us. It was like a piss bottle sort of a thing, but it had markings on it. So we knew how much we would piss.
Oh, Jesus.
When we would take trips. And so we'd have competitions. Every time we'd go up to Iowa, it'd be like, well, I pissed 60 cc's.
Oh, Jesus. And my dad would not stop on road trips. He put a porta potty in the back of the Suburban. If you had to piss, you just had to climb over the seats because he ain't fucking stopping.
Oh, yeah. I hate stopping. Oh, yeah. I drove semi.
He was a truck driver,
I
yeah.
hate it. You don't make any money with a semi if it's sitting on the side of the road or at a truck stop. So,
Didn't you
yeah,
you used to piss in freezer bags or something, didn't you, when you were driving a semi?
Well, hey, so getting back to the
Oh, yeah.
so
Let's get back on. Here, you hold the phone. I got to figure out what
she
that
said,
background.
"Okay, let's get you over on the bed there, and let's get this all off of you." And I said, "Oh, thank God, and out of you."
And out of you.
God. And so she got it about 90% done. She goes, "Oh, you know what? I forgot to hit save on the computer." I said, "Oh my God, are you kidding?" She goes, "No," she said, "actually," she said, "it's all recorded, and it's your doctor's actually been watching this procedure in your hometown." I said, "No kidding." She said, "Yes, she's been sitting there watching it." So
Was this
anyway,
Dr. Hottie?
But yeah, well, that all changed.
Oh, no. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, yeah.
But that they got me all fixed up. Yeah, they got me all fixed up.
You know, they could have had you prep for that whole putting shit up your penis. It's called sounding.
Oh well, they done that.
That's what it is.
You could prep for that so that way it wouldn't be such a shock when it was 2 feet fucking long going up in there.
Well, the thing,
Not like you would want to practice putting stuff up in there, but I'm just saying.
I don't
it's
think
a thing. It's
I don't
a thing
think
that
this
happens.
was sexual, but he probably clearly felt violated.
oh no, I've catheterized myself before. It don't make any difference.
Have you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Well, you want to
I'm
know how
very
much
good
you can piss in a bag.
I'm very good at catheterization.
Oh yeah.
I'm so interested.
Oh no, hold on. Let me
Let
just
him talk.
I want him to tell the story later, but I want to make a note about the time you had to catheterize a woman with 2 vaginas.
Ooh.
But we can come back to this. So go ahead and finish your
But
story.
how do you? Is that 2 urethers?
2 holes.
That 2 vaginas and 2 urethras is different.
But she had 2 urethras, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like, if the guy being married to her, it'll be like, every night it'd be like, do I want salad or do I want...
Oh, my God.
And just to be clear...
I gotta tell you, she's the only one I couldn't get.
Really? I thought you did get it.
No, I never did get her.
Holy shit.
I finally was like, it kind of freaked me out, you know.
How does it even... I'm like looking visually.
She had
I'm
2
like,
vaginas.
how does that work?
Well,
Were they both smaller?
I can't draw. I can't draw you a diagram.
Why?
Were they both taut?
In front of you.
How does that work?
This is a call-in show now.
Yeah, I know. So I probably need to get off here.
Was the
No, you're good. You haven't done anything to...
the urethras, were they like both on the first one, or was there one on each one?
Yeah, there was like stacked.
Okay.
If I remember right. I mean, my God, it's been 35 years
I would
ago.
never forget something like that.
Well, it did stick in my head, but I mean,
I'm thinking about Googling it right now.
because you know, they got their knees up, and they got a sheet over them for privacy.
Right. Yeah.
And the other nurse that had her came down to my end of the floor and got me because I was very good at it. He says, "I need you to come down and help me with this woman." We walked down there, and when I got into the end there, we was behind the sheet, so she couldn't. When I bent my head up, and I looked at her, and I went, "My God, she has 2 vaginas." And she goes, "I know." I said, "I'm freaking out." She goes, "I know." We just whispered. But yeah, I never got her. But I went down to steal coffee off of the 6th floor one time. I was in there stealing coffee bags, and this buddy of mine, he come running in there, and he goes, do you recognize that woman right over there? And I said, yeah. He said, you know what you just told me? Says, is that so and so in there? And I said, yeah. She goes, I was on his floor one time, and he can take a catheter and throw it like a spear and just stick it right in.
Oh my God.
So I was good with that day. Yeah,
that's the only one you couldn't.
That sounds painful.
Couldn't get her catheterized.
I just I'm out of here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, I do want to ask you. I don't know. We could do so many stories and call-ins on this, but I'm trying to. There was so much shit that you would tell me about when I was a kid. I'm trying to think which one would be the best story here. I think maybe we'll call him Bruce Lee. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he the one that told the story about the gay dude farting?
About the what?
The gay dude farting. I bet your asshole sounds like this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
tell that story, but don't use names.
Well, this buddy of mine, he was a RN, and he was working in ICU, and they had the patient. Well, the respiratory therapist come in there, and he was gay, but he wasn't flamboyant. He wasn't a.
He was one of the good ones.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, he didn't throw it at you. I mean, he wasn't a faggot. He was just,
Oh my God.
so he's like
One of the good ones.
So he's on one side of the patient, and my buddy's on the other side. And so my buddy been eating grapes, and he ripped off a grape, big old wang danger, and that gay guy looked up. He said, "My gosh, I can tell that's a virgin asshole."
Oh my God.
He looked at him and he goes, "I bet yours goes."
I remember picking up the phone when I was a kid one time, and it was Bruce Lee, and he was like, "I'm down in the fucking down west town. Is your dad there?" I couldn't even hardly understand what he was saying, but he was so damn funny. Like, when I was a kid, he was the funniest of all of your friends.
Well, we played jokes on each other all the time at work.
Oh, you guys, yeah, you constantly fucked with each other.
Somebody had they had beef noodles for the evening meal. I always call it supper because I'm an old farm boy.
Right.
And I was in the break room making coffee, and I looked over it, and they was brown and crusted over. And they just looked horrid. And I thought, oh my God, I gotta get Bruce. So I got this other nurse involved, and I said, "Hey, go down and get Bruce. Tell him that you had a new patient in 1108, and I'm going to go in there and get in the bed, and I'll hang my hand out. I have my hand full of these beef noodles." You just keep talking to him, and when he comes around the corner, I said, I'll start like shaking and stuff. He's coming down there, and he goes, "Well, why would they send somebody up without paperwork?" She goes, "I don't know. All I know is it's your patient." And he come around the corner, and he goes, "What the hell did he say?" My God. But we used to do stuff like that all the time.
Oh yeah, dude, you always had the funniest fucking story. My mind's stirring right now, but I almost want to save some of these for later.
Oh, I can sit here and tell you stories all night long.
Yeah, well, we better save some of them for later.
All right, yeah, I'm getting tired of myself anyway.
Hey, you getting up there? He's retarded.
Oh God.
All right, well, I can't wait to meet you, sweetie.
Can't wait to meet you too.
Okay, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Love you, son.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aww.
Well, pause. Smoke break. Smoke break. Smoke break.
I can't wait to meet you, sweetie. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Melt in my heart.
No, he's an old school farm.
Aw, melt in my heart.
Yeah. That's good shit. Smoke break. Smoke break. There's so many fucking things that we could. I'm telling you, there's a treasure trove of fucking stories that are so fucking hilarious that would happen. Pause. Smoke break. Smoke break.
Okay, I just listened to the last part of that. Just wanted to come on and just do a closing. Wasn't that the cutest thing? Oh, that definitely melted my heart. Like right there at the can't wait to meet you. Oh, that was adorable. Adorable. I have a pussy on my lap. Oh, oh, just needing some love. Are you so neglected this week? That's okay. Your daddy's coming home today. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yeah. These cats really think that they're neglected. I've been over here a lot, giving them love. Hey, that is my phone. Thank you very much. I do not think so. Anyway, That was fun. I love the stories. And yes, I can't wait to have him back on again for more stories. That's great. And the way that they talk with each other is so much fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed listening this week. And again, if you have topics, send them to me, because I want to know what you want to hear. If you don't know how to reach me, I'm on Instagram, @1mad_Alice. Some of you know me personally. You can message me, or however you get a hold of me. That's great. I can't wait to hear from you, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.